What's up, guys, and welcome, Daily Theologians. Easter is right around the corner. So, what should we be thinking about? Should we celebrate Easter? Is it pagan? What does Paul Washer have to remind us about this time of year? And how can Nicolas Cage really help us to stay focused? You're not going to want to miss this one. Stick around and check this out. Come on, what you doing Easter? Well, people get really whipped up this time of year, but I think you're forgetting one very important thing.
The bunny back in the box.
I knew you was a punk, and I was right. You been playing us all along. You a free man.
I said, put the bunny back in the box.
So what do we do with Easter? Do we put the bunny back in the box? Well, I think what we do is we use it as an opportunity for one note, which is Christ crucified, which we're going to get to. But first, here's Paul Washer slightly on fire.
Is absolutely everything. He cannot be sounded in his power and his beauty and his glory and his love for his people. The depth of what he suffered for us on that tree cannot be grasped by men or angels. Only in the mind of God is it correctly understood. There is a well for us of strength in that knowledge. There is a wealth for us of motivation in that knowledge. To know him. To know him. That is the great motivation of the Christian life. That is the great motivation. And yet there is another. Look over in chapter 12. Look at verse 2. Many of those who sleep in the dust of the ground will awake, these to everlasting life, but the others to disgrace and everlasting contempt. Those who have insight will shine brightly like the brightness of the expanse of heaven, and those who lead the many to righteousness like the stars forever and ever. If it wouldn't appear rude, I would stomp my foot several times to get your attention. I need you to see this. I don't care who you are. Your life as a believer is extraordinary. The things you claim to believe are fantastic, but true. We're not talking here about your best life now. We're talking about heaven, hell, life, death, eternal contempt, or eternal
Life, eternal life. And that's what the character in Pilgrim's Progress starts yelling out and running towards the celestial city. So the issue here is making the most of the time, redeeming the time because the days are evil. And ultimately, our authority in this area is one of conscience. It's one of our conscience, guys. It's not wrong to use Easter as a springboard for evangelism. If your conscience prohibits you from doing that, then understood. But for other people, the whole counsel of God and the London Baptist Confession, considering the authority of the Bible, essential for his glory and man's salvation, faith, and life is either explicitly stated or by necessary inference contained in the Holy Scriptures. Nothing is ever to be added to the Scriptures, either by new revelation, spirit, or human traditions. Nevertheless, we acknowledge the inward illumination of the Spirit of God is necessary for a saving understanding of what is revealed in the Word. Recognize some circumstances concerning the worship of God, government, church, or common human organizations are to be ordered by the light of nature Christian wisdom, following the general rules of the Word, which must be observed. So, hermeneutical homicide, is it happening? Absolutely. Exegetical Easter extravaganzas. Oh, yeah. Or eisegetical, narcigesis, it's everywhere. But the point is, don't put the bunny back in the box. The bunny is a great opportunity to reach people and invite them to church. Now, I'm not saying you have to hide plastic eggs or celebrate that or get mad at people that do. What I'm saying is this is a time of year where statistically people are much more likely to come hear about the gospel, hear about the empty tomb, because they know something is happening this time of year. Culturally, it's still really a great springboard to preach the cross. And this is where Ray Comfort really is phenomenal. Use these opportunities to reach people about the life, death, burial, and resurrection of the God-man Jesus Christ. It's a real tomb. He really did die. They really put him in likely this tomb. He rose on the third day and is risen and is coming back. So rather than be salty and keep saying put the bunny back in the box, you know what? Let's watch this one more time.
The bunny back in the box.
I knew you was a punk, and I was right. You been playing us all along. You a free man.
I said, put the bunny back in the box.
That pretty much sums up how I feel when people harangue Easter or Christmas. You know, use it for evangelism. People that complain are usually not doing either. Either way. Justification is by faith alone. Those God effectually calls, 11.1 of the London Baptist Confession. He freely justifies. He does this not by infusing righteousness into them, but by pardoning their sins and accounting and accepting them as righteous. Does this for Christ's sake alone, not for anything produced in them or done by them. He does not impute faith itself, the act of believing, or any other gospel obedience to them as the righteousness that he imputes Christ's active obedience, the whole law, and passive obedience is death, as their whole and only righteousness by faith. Say it with me, this faith is not self-generated, it is the gift of God. So ultimately, he is risen. Let's go explain that to people, invite people to church, tell people he died and rose, hand out gospel tracts. You don't want to celebrate Easter, go hand out gospel tracts, go talk to someone, go do a video, something, anything is better than nothing. Ultimately, it is about the heart. God will change the heart, remove the heart of stone, and give you a heart of flesh to understand, illuminate your understanding, basically cause us to pass from death to life. So if you're still watching this Easter / what is our focus rant, take a moment and hammer that like button. And let me know what you think below. Do you celebrate Easter? Do you get angry? Do you scowl at people for celebrating Easter? I understand it. I get it. But redeem the time. All right. Thank you so much, and God bless.